the grand stage to keep possession alive.
Huge bid, gets the
Great
target.
opportunity for the Germans, and they break it.
Can he throw it the full 80 yards to the field? Are you kidding me?
And an incredible
You
catch.
are kidding me!
Oh my God!
One of the plays of the year! Stage to keep possession alive.
Huge bid, gets the target.
Great opportunity for the Germans, and they break it.
Can he throw it the full 80 yards to the field? Are you kidding me?
And an incredible
Jour numéro 3. Championnat canadien, division féminine. On est en demi-finale. Et une rencontre assez typique de ces championnats canadiens. Ce sera Traffic de la côte ouest de Vancouver qui sera opposée à celle qui porte les chandails bleus. Iris de la province du Québec qui réunit l'élite des joueuses d'Ultimate de toute la province. Étienne Fournier qui vous accompagne avec G. G, quite a typical semi-final we'll be witnessing here. So Vancouver against, let's say, well, East Coast / province of Quebec. Iris wearing the blues.
Two big names from across our lovely country. Huge names with a lot of history. And excited to see this one go, as the last game we saw for the open semis went quite lopsided. So we're looking for a tight one here, and I believe these women are going to bring that.
So Traffic haven't lost a game in this national championship yet, but Traffic have suffered a loss, kind of a brutal loss against Sixers yesterday. Iris?
Yes, Iris did. Okay.
So looking and expecting for a ton of skills and athleticism. And I'm pretty sure it will be very well spirited also, because these two teams have a good reputation of playing good spirited ultimate. Alors, Iris, qui n'a pas eu un parcours parfait pour se rendre à cette demi-finale, elles ont perdu hier contre Sixers de Toronto. Je n'ai pas le pointage exact, mais c'était assez sans équivoque, là. Donc, c'était dans des conditions extrêmement difficiles hier, là, la température avec le vent et la pluie qu'on a connue. Et Traffic, basé de Vancouver, a connu un parcours sans faille jusqu'à maintenant. Jusqu'à maintenant, voyons voir comment se déroulera cette demi-finale. Iris portant les maillots bleus et Traffic portant les maillots pâles. Iris qui commencera ce match avec le lancer d'engagement. Il y a un vent là, qui vient de votre gauche, de la gauche de votre écran, du bas de gauche de votre écran vers le coin supérieur droit. So it's a little windy. The wind coming from, I'd say, the bottom left-hand side of your screen towards the upper right-hand side of your screen. So thanks for confirming that with G. I was doubting, but yes, okay, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I have my hand signals going for you. I agree, fully agree.
So we are hearing the two sidelines being fired up. Opening pool, landing in the Traffic's end zone. 1-to-1 defense by Iris. Mason with the disc at the brick mark. Feeding Lynn quickly, but 71 Lim could not handle that disc. Break opportunity for Iris. C'est Campbell qui la met long en chasse. Iris d'entrée de jeu inscrit le point bris. Je crois que c'est Daniel Ducharme qui a attrapé ce disque. Montréal, ou plutôt que l'équipe québécoise qui inscrit un point bris d'entrée de jeu à la première passe. One pass, one break point.
You talked about that win, and I think that disc heard you and just went over her head a bit. And those are tough. Iris is a team that will take advantage of that, and they will transition quickly and get a quick break. So this is going to be a game of just keeping a clean hold and moving that disc.
Way to kickstart this game for Iris. C'est pas mal la situation idéale lorsqu'on est entraîneur ou peu importe le niveau de jeu qu'on a, d'inscrire un point bris d'entrée de jeu. Et tout ça après une seule passe. Il y a eu revirement. Je crois que c'est Léa Morneau qui a effectué la passe. Je ne suis pas certain. Il faudrait revoir sur la reprise vidéo, mais peu importe. Un point bris pour les représentantes québécoises elles se défendront à nouveau alors que c'est Liane Campbell qui effectuera le lancer d'engagement. Et voilà, les mains sont dans les airs et c'est parti. Superbe lancer d'engagement de Campbell qui rejoint la zone de point adverse de Traffic. Traffic now at their own brick point. Lynn with the disc. Moving upward still, right in the core of this field. Liu holding her flick, finding Mason go attacking the ends. Still one-to-one defense by Iris. Now it's Lynn going on the break side. Great continuation from Traffic. Now Lim with the disc on the goal line almost, and clean and neat execution by Traffic, scoring their first point. Great offense hold. Sarah Norton grabbing the disc for the Vancouver-based team.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Sarah Norton in that end zone with a few people just kind of moving the disc well. Mason's going to be a big, strong quarterback for Traffic as well. And they did a great job there. Kept the hold. Again, it's about ripping those discs down because that wind will play little tricks on you when it's in the air. So getting high, trying to rip that down faster so it doesn't sit too long. And hopefully they can get an out break here and go back to on serve.
So without any doubt, Sarah Norton being a world-class receiver.
World-class receiver. Also from Alberta.
Is she?
Ah.
Well, maybe this explains that.
Yeah, they bring out a lot of the good ones out here too. Prairie's got some players.
She clearly have an height advantage on this semi-final game. Iris qui reçoit le lancer d'engagement. Première présence de la ligne offensive des Québécoises dans sa propre zone de points. C'est Godard maintenant. Défensive de maraudage. Rapidement, on transitionne à une défensive 1 pour 1. Christin maintenant à Lyonnais. Valérie Lyonnais. Il y a 2 Lyonnais sur l'alignement des Québécoises. C'est maintenant Aymon là, qui se démarque de belle façon. Commence à se faire tard pour Aymon. Elle rejoint Lyonnais. Aymon attaque exactement. Lyonnais, la main longue pour la numéro 30, Maude Sanson. Eh bien, on parlait il y a quelques instants d'une cible de calibre mondial. Eh bien, Iris, en la personne de Maude Aymon aussi, ben, elle en a une. Et toute une. Iris inscrit son 2e point avec cette possession offensive. 2-1, Iris. We were just mentioning that number 24, Sarah Norton, was a world-class elite receiver. Well, you know, Iris, in the person of Maude Sanson, just caught the disc also. She's tall, she's athletic. And last year in the Fédération Québécoise d'Ultimate hosted Projet Azur, which is kind of a professional game. So they hired 2 coaches. They built up their own team. They picked it up and they made a show at the Complexe Sportif Claude Robillard in Montreal, and there was almost 1,000 people attending live, which have paid their ticket.
That is amazing.
Women
That's so cool.
Ultimate.
Yes.
And Maude Sanson was named the MVP of that game. So look forward for a ton of action from number 30 in the Iris squad. Traffic pick call. 22 with the disc, Daisy Lynn. Kind of a little, what seems chaotic, but I'm sure it's pretty well structured. We see Norton attacking the long, but it goes back to the handler. Observers on site, ensuring everyone sets at the right spot. Iris playing a defense with the last women back, ensuring that the game or the plays stays small, forcing Traffic handlers to work their way up, but now Norton are providing her team some precious yardage, stuck on the sideline. Traffic looking for some space. Marie-Ève Beauchemin, initially from Quebec, but now being based out of Vancouver. Another amazing player on the Traffic rosters. Beauchemin along the sideline, a few yards away, waiting for the confirmation. Yes, observers confirming Traffic second point with this clean and flawless offense hold. We are tied at 2s.
There's a lot of depth on both teams, and you can see that running in that offense where we talked about Laura Mason going to be a big, strong part of that core, but you also have Daisy Lynn here, who's been a veteran on Traffic for many, many years, but she's going to be running that show too, and her small ball right now is looking pretty good.
It is, indeed. Alors, comme le partageait G, numéro 22 là, de Traffic, le Daisy Lynn, là, qui vraiment agit comme la corps arrière, l'artilleur en chef pour les représentantes de la Colombie-Britannique. Elle sera à surveiller. On a parlé aussi un peu plus tôt de Sarah Norton, là, la grande cible de Traffic. Alors, un bassin de talent tout à fait exceptionnel dans cette demi-finale avec Iris, la main dans les airs, en attente du lancer d'engagement des Britanno-Colombiennes. Et voilà, c'est parti, ça flotte. Un excellent lancer d'engagement qui atterrit dans la zone des Québécoises. C'est Lyonnais qui enchaîne à l'autre Lyonnais. Et rapidement, on gagne des verges chez Charlotte Christin le long de la ligne. En soutien, c'est Valérie Lyonnais cette fois en plein cœur de la zone. Maud Sanson qui monte au deuxième étage pour attraper ce disque des deux mains. Maintenant, Chloé Aymon, une autre joueuse élite des Québécoises, une vétéran de la formation. Iris, le long de la ligne, on est coincé. Mais c'est Lyonnais Valérie qui vient en soutien. Chloé Aymon s'offensive à l'intérieur, retient son geste. On est à une douzaine de verges à la zone de pointe. Aymon fait la passe dans les airs et c'est intercepté par Traffic. Turn by Traffic, saving this end zone pass. It was a late stall pass. Nonetheless, Traffic going long, but lands on the ground, rolling its way inside Iris end zone. Iris having scored one break point to kick things off in this first half. Traffic still hunting for their first break point. Lyonnais qui s'offensive. Les sœurs Lyonnais là, qui vraiment sont deux joueuses très, très, très importantes de cette formation. Ils étaient aussi sur la formation féminine canadienne au championnat du monde U24 en juin dernier et ça s'est tenu en Espagne. Belle continuité, c'est Vinet maintenant qui s'offensive. Oh, on a voulu tenter de rejoindre Julia Topard là, qui s'était nettement démarquée, mais la passe du coup droit était malheureusement hors de portée. Ça sera une reprise d'activité dans le coin, ce qu'on aime appeler le coin de la mort. C'est extrêmement difficile de se sortir de ce coin entre la zone de point et la ligne de côté. Et là, on va tenter d'encapsuler la passeur de Traffic. Traffic in the corner of death. Nice pivot work. Dishes it to her support teammate in their own goal line. Traffic feelings. Iris defense pressure. It's getting hot. They're going long. Finding number 4, but oh, she unfortunately bobbles with the disc. Selena Lang. Nice deep cut, but just wobbling with the disc. Ending up as a turnover. Great focus by Emma with a gazillion ton of pressure by number 23. Wagger, Iris qui progresse bien le long de la ligne. Numéro 27. On progresse bien du côté d'Iris. Et voilà, on confirme le point. C'est Chloé Aymon qui procure aux Québécoises leur troisième point. Iris qui reprend une courte avance de 1 point dans cette demi-finale championnat canadien. Division féminine, on est ici à Edmonton, Alberta. So, Was it the longest point we've witnessed so far?
So far, but I think, yeah. Oh, and for the women's semifinal, yeah. Right now it is. It looks like again, it's they're taking the right shots. So Traffic had a few chances. They got the turn that they needed, but it's just the execution at the end on those big throws were just a little bit off. But they'll start to adjust and start to figure out that wind again, and we'll start to see some more of those maybe capitalized. So I think
Indeed.
Iris is doing a great job too of just moving that disc, and even if there was a turn, their defense just kept sticking with it and got it back. So there you go.
How quickly can turn around? See, when number 4, Selena Liang, just bobbled with the disc.
She got almost at her ankles.
If she had caught it,
Yes.
and it was all a wide open space
Exactly.
in front of her.
Yes.
So could have been a very important point, but unfortunately for Traffic, she could not handle the disc, and Iris turned it around to secure this offense hold. Still Traffic looking for a break point in this semifinal, but in the meantime, their O-line is on the field. Liu going long with the flick, and it's well read and well caught by number 22, Daisy Lin. Handler strike by Lin, but unfortunate drop, uncharacteristic drop by Grace Liu. Iris with a break opportunity. Éloire with the disc, it's floating, and it's not caught by anybody, but Beauchemin was behind the intended receiver. There's some discussion happening in French. Beauchemin being from Quebec, the province of Quebec. She played for Iris for a few years, but now she's based out of Vancouver. She's acting when she's not playing Ultimate, which takes probably the vast majority of her time. She's a teacher.
A teacher.
For young kids. Alors, Beauchemin.
That's a tough job to have, but not in the summer when you get a lot of vacation. That's right.
She'll be acting also as a teacher in Regina. Éloire avec le 10. Superbe tracé intérieur de Maltais. Oh, bel focus de Léa Morneau. Rapidement, Iris qui s'installe dans la zone rouge. La passe Caribou, la transversale. Oh, mais c'était avec un peu trop d'angle. Éloire était la cible visée, mais ça termine sa course profondément dans la zone de Traffic. Ce sera revirement. Traffic qui aura l'opportunité de se reprendre. On vient de parler d'Éloire. C'est peut-être un nom que vous avez entendu lors du match précédent. On assiste à Nina maintenant qui joue avec Iris. Et on a vu aussi Elliott qui jouait pour Mephisto dans notre web division précédente où Mephisto a vaincu Furious George en demi-finale masculine. Traffic. Floaty disc. But the intended, I think, number 33, Laura Mason, was hunting for that disc. And I think it's an uncontested foul. Great spirit in this semifinal. Mason with the disc along the sideline. Lim resetting it, but it's a hand block by Morneau. Là, belle vivacité d'esprit par la numéro 8. Éloire sonne la charge pour les Bleus. Morneau, tout près de la zone de briques. Du côté droit, oh, mais la passe a été emportée par le vent. C'est Campbell qui était la cible. La passe a été émise par Florence Ortiz, devrais-je dire. Mais Traffic ne peut connecter. C'est Beauchemin qui manque sa passe. Autre opportunité pour Iris. Éloire qui donne ses consignes du côté droit. À peu près 25 verges de la zone, 2 points. On trouve Campbell au centre. On cherche une option à l'intérieur. Campbell retient son geste, contourne la marque. La passe est dans les airs. Je crois qu'on voulait y aller long, mais c'est bloquant, dépensé par Traffic. Traffic blocking this pass, which was heading towards the end zone. Great anticipation by Traffic's defender. Liu flicking it. Nice low release. Feeding Lim. Liu once again. This time it's 22 Daisy Lin. Great movement. Norton now along the sideline. Traffic leading their way up Norton looking to feed Beauchemin, which was heading toward the end zone. She had 2 steps in front of her defender, but miscuing by traffic. Iris, dans le coin de la mort. On tente la longue d'un noir à Morneau. C'était un peu ambitieux. Vraiment, le vent a accéléré le tracé du disque qui atterrit lourdement, mais qui a roulé. Did that disc rolled out? Gee, I haven't seen it. I think it stayed in.
It stayed in. It stayed in. It just rolled a little bit further back than they wanted. Maybe 10 or 15 more yards, but it was still in.
Traffic 5 yards up of their own goal line, playing the long balls, and it's well caught and well executed. Mason catching that pass, crossing the midfield line, resetting to Liu. Still one-to-one defense by Iris. Traffic resetting it. Mason in the middle, faking around her mark, looking for Freeland, but holds it back, but finds Lynn on the open side. Mason attacking the up-the-line course near the sideline, getting into the red zone. Huhels and Norton offering herself up. Nice, sweet little flick. Feeding number 22, Daisy Lynn for traffic. 3rd point. Guess what? We are tied once again for this women's semifinal.
And that's a hold from traffic, so that was their offensive point. That took a little longer. I think that one would have been the longest point so far.
Well,
yeah. Lots of turns in that one.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
So, gee, we have seen traffic. We know how deep is their handling throughout their rosters. And they're doing a great job at it, really. Number 22, Daisy Lane. Grace Liu, leading this offense initiative. While we've seen on Iris, their defense line, when there's a turnover, Nina Eloire taking charge of the potential break point. Ligne offensive montréalaise. On voit des suspects usuels, Chloé Aymon, entre autres. Les sœurs Lyonnais aussi, entre autres, Valérie Lyonnais. Les 2 sœurs, Sophie et Valérie Lyonnais, sont sur le terrain. C'est Sophie maintenant avec le disque. Il y a aussi le numéro 61, Alessia Vinet. Oh, le disque est dans les airs, ça flotte. Sanson qui s'établit encore une fois avec autorité. 2 mains dans les airs pour saisir ce disque. Aymon maintenant pivote bien. Retient son geste directement devant les caméras de la web diffusion. C'est maintenant la numéro 1, Virginie Côté. Au milieu de terrain, Lyonnais sur la transversale et Sanson qui anticipe bien la passe, se démarque et fournit à Iris un 4e point. Les Québécoises reprennent l'avantage de court point dans cette demi-finale 4-3. That was a clean offense.
Oh, it was a clean offense.
Even though there was a kind of a scary moment right in front of us. At one point, it was a floaty disc. There was some pressure, but Sanson just said, this is mine. It's going anywhere. It stays here in my hand.
She's having a good, strong game right now, and you can tell that they're going to try to get her the disc and move it through her, but she's also in the end zone. So any kind of thing that sits in the air, I think she's got it at this point, so traffic needs to put a bit more pressure on her and making sure that she doesn't have any easy ones. But great movement right now by Iris, and again, traffic's now going to be on O. We can see that they can clean it up. They've made a few changes on this line. They have some different people, and yeah.
That's the thing when you have so much talent into your roster. Is well, it didn't click perfectly, so how can I fine-tune it? Well, I can pick amongst like 20 girls to throw in there on my O-line, and just...
You got to make adjustments, right?
There you go.
Iris is doing such a good job on defense that you need to change something up, so they have to see a new look.
Un beau lancer d'engagement. de Iris, mais il a atterri à l'extérieur, mais c'est à l'extérieur à même la zone de point de trafic. Ça sera repris au point de brick. So the pull landing out of bound will be put back into play by Grace Liu, defended by number 16, Nina Eloire, kind of quarterbacking this defense line for Iris. Liu pivoting, going around the mark. Oh, ton of pressure by Le Chasseur, but still clean catch by number 33, Mason. Once again, Norton inside. Mason with the disc. Two cutters, Liu catching this. Pressured by Eloire. Once again, Norton cleanly going inside. Once again, another clean cut by Mason on the doorstep of the goal line. Traffic resetting. Lynn taking the lead now with the disc, looking for a reset. Mason gives her the opportunity. Norton now holds it back, asking for some cut in. Their great fake just had put her defender Morneau bitten into it, creating some pressure space, which now Lynn flicking it to Beauchemin. Beauchemin, clean flicks, finding Freeland for traffic, 4th point. And once again, we are tied this time at 4s. That was all a handler play, but still Norton, great cuts in.
Really good movement by traffic over there, but you could tell when the handlers want it, they're going to get it. And they're moving it really well. They just, as you saw, Norton kind of gave him a look like, where's my next throw going? I'm trying to throw here.
There you go.
And
Give
she
me
had
something.
that big grin on her face when she wanted it, you know? So those are always the looks you give your cutters. You kind of be like, hi, are you coming? And she was trying to direct some traffic, but they swung the disc well and got a nice hold.
Timeout call by Iris, temps d'arrêt demandé par la formation québécoise. On vous rappelle que c'est l'égalité 4-4, mais Iris a l'avantage d'un point bris qu'elles ont inscrite d'entrée de jeu. So the only break point in this half so far was scored by Iris, and it was the first point. And ever since we've seen offense hold through up until now. Allison Fisher, l'entraîneur-chef de Iris, qui célèbre cette année son 10e anniversaire, so 10th anniversary for the Iris program this year.
Really?
And Allison Fisher.
A big part of that.
With
A
Jamie
legend.
Hoover. A legend, you
A
say?
legend, I would say she's a legend.
She is a legend, not only in Quebec, not only in Canada, but in North America and in the world of ultimate. Everybody knows Fish.
She even has a tournament named after her, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
The Fish
Who
Bowl.
can say that they have a tournament named
Well,
after
not
her?
me for sure.
Not me either.
Do you?
So no,
Well, neither of us, but she has.
we bow down to you, Allison Fisher.
So that tournament is usually hosted in Ottawa, which is kind of the middle place between Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. So she wanted to gather all the top teams, master and senior, to come and play for one
And
day,
there's-
2-day tournament.
There's more teams actually coming out. Even like I know
Absolutely.
Fusion went out this year to Fishbowl, and Remix sometimes makes it out. So
Getting traction and
you're
popularity.
getting yes, because
good
women want
teams.
to play.
They
Women want to play high
all
level.
Absolutely right. Iris, la ligne offensive qui jusqu'à maintenant a été sans faute, a réussi à convertir les opportunités, les 4 opportunités jusqu'à maintenant. Les sœurs lyonnais là, qui sont vraiment les courroies de transmission de cette ligne offensive, et Godard aussi qui contribue. Aymon là, qui vient donner un tracé intérieur, mais Lyonnais a retenu son geste. On contourne la marque pour trouver le numéro 33. Christin, c'est maintenant Aymon. Lyonnais, c'est Godard maintenant qui s'offensive. Beau roulement du côté du soutien pour les Bleus. Et là, il y a eu un appel d'obstruction. C'était la numéro 23, Valérie Lyonnais, là, qui s'est démarquée. Mais il y a eu un appel de pique, appelé par le numéro 24, Sarah Norton. So we've seen Norton playing on offense, and now we're seeing her on defense.
They need a bit of a spark, I guess. But it does look like everybody's kind of switching O and D here. It doesn't seem like there are true lines on traffics right now, as they had a few switches happen. We have Mason also on the D here with Norton.
Lyonnais, Valérie, avec une passe dans l'espace, et c'est Aymon qui vient l'accueillir, mais il y a eu un appel. Il y a eu un appel d'obstruction. Pick call. Aymon was oddly by yourself.
So
That's suspicious.
little bit open.
Sometimes it's
Just a
because
little.
you just burn your defender, but you know, in a goal line like that,
Yeah.
still, you better catch the disc even if there's a pick call. On est mieux d'attraper le disque lorsqu'il y a un appel d'obstruction. Et c'est le cas de Aymon. La défendresse a été victime d'un... Et là, on remet ça à Lyonnais, là. Et c'est dans les airs et on s'est bloqué en partie. C'était sa sœur Sophie Lyonnais qui était la cible de cette passe, mais ça a été très bien défendu par Traffic. Traffic with a break opportunity. They will kick things off at their own goal line. Well blocked. I'm not sure who blocked that.
That was Laura Mason.
Mason. Well, who else?
Who
Mason.
else but Laura Mason?
Of course. In the corner of death, Traffic forced back in. Tons of traffic in front of Traffic's handler. Tons of traffic in front of
You had to
Did I
say
just
it.
say that?
You wanted to say that the whole
Okay,
time.
it was said. Not gonna happen again. Laurel J with the disc. Mason feeding Wagger right in the middle. Going upward. But pressure by Iris. 1-to-1 defense forcing the flick away. Going long, Mason, it's floating, and it's layout grab by number 71, Jadon Lim. Wow, what a grab. She saw it coming. I'll have to lay out, I'm laying out, I'm caught the disc. I'm trying to reenacting this action. Is that what
That's
it was?
what it sounded like
I'm
it
not
the whole
laying out.
time.
I don't know
No,
what word, but that's how I anticipate.
I think that's what the sideline also told her. But your energy there, that's what made her lay out. That's
Think
what that
so?
was. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not taking
Because
any
that
credit
was
on
a
this.
wonderful
She doesn't need
layout.
me
She
to
doesn't
do
need
that.
us, but holy moly, having a sideline like that, it's great.
Et là, il y a un temps d'arrêt appelé par Iris Traffic qui vient d'inscrire le premier point bris, first break point for the Vancouver-based squad. How good is that point? And not only the point, but the way it was scored.
Exactly.
I just can't
it
believe the layout.
brings the energy up, right? And that with their changes that they made on that D line too, we had Mason over there with the big block. Then she comes up with an easy, just a beautiful lead throw for. Oh, that's a
Just
good way
the
to do it.
anticipation.
It was great.
And Mason putting that disc, just have to put it there. She's good. She's going to run at it.
Exactly. That's a lot of trust too, to just be like, you got it. Don't worry, keep going. You got it.
That's the type of handler I am, trusting my teammate. But my teammate disagree with me. Well, maybe you should not trust us again. Or maybe you should work on your throws. I believe that's what they're saying.
They're trying to tell you to practice more, hey?
That's why
Yeah.
I'm commentating and not playing in this Canadian Ultimate Championship. Iverdance Sports Park in Edmonton. Beautiful facilities which were beat up over this week, not only because of all the Ultimate that's been played here, but because of the tough weather. There was rain, there was wind, and then there was more rain, and then there was more wind, and more wind, and more wind.
And more wind. Way more wind.
So, Beauchemin qui vient nous voir, nous saluer, nous donner la main. On nous souhaite la meilleure des chances. C'est vraiment une joueuse exceptionnelle. Traffic. Et là, Iris, là, avant le dernier point, avait appelé un temps d'arrêt. There was a timeout called by Iris just before this point. It's proven fruitless for this one. On vous rappelle que les équipes ont 2 temps d'arrêt. À vrai dire, un temps d'arrêt par demi. Mais ils ont un temps d'arrêt flottant qui peut prendre soit dans la première mi-temps ou dans la deuxième mi-temps. Godard avec le 10. Ils ont une défensive 1 pour 1. C'est Clément, encore une fois, qui fait le travail à l'intérieur. quelle habilité elle a de se démarquer, cette Chloé Aymon. Sanson, elle aussi, on la voit attaquer les tracés longs, mais elle est capable de servir de très beaux tracés à l'intérieur aussi. Commence à se faire tard, là. Sanson qui rejoint Godard, là, qui vient sauver la mise. Oh, une passe avec une détente très, très basse. Et c'est Virginie Côté, la grande Virginie Côté, là, qui doit se pencher pour rattraper ce disque au ras le sol. Et voilà, Iris, qui, après avoir subi un point bris, répond de belle façon en inscrivant ce point égalisateur. C'est 5-5. On est à la 34e minute de jeu. 34 minutes have been played so far in a game which is intended to be an hour 25 minutes. Why an hour 25 minutes? Why don't we round it to 1:30? Well, it's all the scheduling things. We want to allow teams to have 20 minutes in between games so we can then move field, get some water, get some rest. So that's why we're playing an hour 25. Unless one of the two teams reaches a 15-point mark, and it'll put an end to the game. Alors, on joue pour 1h25 de temps de jeu, à moins qu'une des deux équipes atteigne le pointage de 15. Et on a une pause de mi-temps aussi, c'est aux alentours de la 45e minute, ou encore à moins qu'une des deux équipes atteigne le pointage de 8. Au rythme où vont les choses, on est déjà, comme on dit, à 34e minute. 10 points ont été inscrits jusqu'à maintenant. Alors, on est sur un bon rythme de jeu. On enchaîne bien du côté comme de l'autre. Liu with the disc at her own brick mark. Looking for an inside cut. Giving some hand signal to a teammate. Now looking for a reset. Time was running out. But Lynn is there to help. Now Norton on the inside. Resetting to Mason. Again. Liu inside. Forced flick. Nice underpass. Finding Beauchemin. Now Norton near the goal line. 10 yards shy of an offense hold. Dishing it to Mason. Holding it. Beauchemin as the target for the reset. Vertical stack in the end zone. Clean offense hold so far. Clean stack in the end zone. Attacking the break side. Norton offering herself as a target once again. But Mason attacking the line. Norton, but clearing her way out. She's there again. Norton, a nightmare to be covered by his defender. Just unstoppable cutting by number 24, providing traffic there. 6 point taking back a 1 point lead in this semifinal game.
Great patience from traffic over there in that vert. Just letting Norton do just a little bit of movement, getting Daisy and Mason going, and then boom, she curl cuts, kind of turns. Her defender's behind her, and easy point.
Impressive player.
Very impressive. But they move so well together. You can tell that there's a lot of chemistry there, and just they know where they're going to be. And both teams are playing like that right now. It's just, again, we're back on serve, so it's going to be about getting a D, seeing if we can convert.
All about grinding and execution.
Exactly.
So that Norton, she's like elite athleticism. And not only is she unstoppable, but her throws are flawless. Is she perfect?
A lot of them are. I would say a lot of them are.
You think so?
At this point, with Elite Women's Ultimate, I would say.
Maybe we have a few candidates for the perfect ultimate player.
Exactly, we
here
do.
Today in both of these squads. Lyonnais l'enchaîne d'une Lyonnais à l'autre. En soutien, encore une fois, les Serres en contrôle de cette possession offensive. On est à égalité, non seulement au niveau des points, Brie et Risque qui cherchent à créer l'égalité. Avec un 6e point, ça va long, commence à se faire tard. Sanson est la cible. Et tout juste hors de portée. Et là, quand on essaie une passe à Maud Sanson et que c'est hors de portée, c'est que c'est vraiment hors de portée. Si elle ne peut pas aller la chercher, bien, personne ne peut y aller. So when you put the long throws to Maud Sanson and it's out of reach, well, it's out of reach for anybody on
Yeah.
earth. If she cannot reach it, no one can.
I fully agree with that one because that one was a little bit of a weird angle and it came down pretty fast. So
Hand block by Sanson qui dit non. Ce disque reste ici. Lyonnais qui le reprend à la portée des points. À quelques centimètres d'un point égalisateur. C'est en soutien à l'autre Lyonnais. Un stack vertical pour les Québécoises. On veut conclure rapidement un appel. Je crois qu'il y a peut-être eu de l'obstruction. On veut confirmer à quel compte on remettra le disque en action. C'est Sophie Lyonnais. À Valérie de la main gauche. Petite passe qui trouve Christin à quelques verges. Iris, très très belle exécution des Québécoises. Wow. How neat was that little left-hand high release?
it was very, very, very cheeky, but it was great.
I can barely made it from my right hand.
Well, that's why your friends told you to practice.
Well,
I'm just playing with ya.
this one hurts, but it's funny, but it hurt.
Well, that's why
Well,
we're
you know,
here.
sometimes
We get
truth
made fun of a
hurts.
lot, I bet you, Etienne. I get made fun of a lot, too.
So it's not about us two. It's
No,
about
it's
those
not.
two amazing teams.
Exactly. That hand block on that line, though.
After a nice low release attempt, you just have to
Just-
almost touch the ground to hand block this
Exactly.
one.
That was a
And
very
it was
nice
clean.
hand block.
You know,
Very
the hand block,
clean.
well, you can say it was in my hand, but it was clean. Maud Sanson qui fait la démonstration non seulement de son talent offensif, mais aussi elle sait jouer de la défensive. Égalité à 6 à la 40e minute de jeu. Iris avec le lancer d'engagement. Ce sera nul autre que Liane Campbell qui l'effectuera. Très beau lancer d'engagement. Bon temps en suspens dans les airs. C'est Liu qui l'accueille. Liu on the receiving end of the Iris. Pull for this point. Mason defended by Edouard. Tons of pressure here. Up the line by Liu, but just out of reach of Liu. Turnover pour Iris. Ce sera Edouard là, qui donne ses directives d'entrée de jeu. Le stack est vertical. Belle entrée, mais beaucoup de pression par Daisy Lynn. Edouard qui s'offre en soutien. On attaque le tracé intérieur. C'est Leblanc maintenant qui va long. Oh, belle, c'est une passe difficile à lire là, pour Laniel Ducharme. Tough one to read for the intended receiver, Maude Laniel Ducharme. Back into Liu's hand. Traffic with some redemption opportunity on this offense. So going long. Fleury, 79 chasing. 19 chasing, I should say. Bryn Freeland just flooring the pedal on this one in order to provide Traffic's 7th point. And it's an offense hold. Once again, Traffic ahead by 1.
Idis is going to have to find a way to stop Mason.
Gee,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's that was a tough one there. It was just her on that open side, and then boom, she will hit that.
She is a nightmare to cover. She always opens herself up. What a challenge is she for Iris defender. Well, we could say that of a few handers. I'm thinking of Mason, thinking of Liu, also Norton. And on Iris' side, there's the two Lyonnais sisters. Gee. Can you imagine the dad? Like having one of your daughter being one of the top handlers in the country.
But two.
Two?
What do you do with that? Two.
It's like too much to handle. I'm sure you
Oh,
understand very well.
you had to say that, didn't you? Too much to handle.
There you go.
Oh, Etienne.
It was said. Traffic. Great pull by Brian Wagger. With the Lyonnais sisterhood. Number 38, Sophie. Valérie Waring's number 23. Maude Sanson en soutien à Godert, originaire, basé dans la ville de Québec, mais originaire de la belle région du Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. Côté dans l'espace. Et c'est Sanson, je crois que c'était Emo qui était la cible pour cette passe, mais c'est Sanson qui passait par là de façon anodine, évidemment, pour sauver cette passe. So kind of Emo was the intended receiver, but Sanson was just, hey, have a walk.
Samson knew that was coming too.
think so?
She followed it the whole way.
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So what's better than having one open receiver in the open? Have two! Iris qui crée l'égalité 7-7. On est à part non seulement pour les points, mais aussi pour les points bris. Chacune des deux équipes a inscrit un point bris. Iris a été d'entrée de jeu et Trafic, ça a été leur 5e point. Pour reprendre l'initiative, c'est Trafic qui a commencé le match en offensive. Donc Iris aura le privilège de commencer la deuxième mi-temps en réception de service. So Traffic started this game on offense, so Iris will have the opportunity of kicking the second half with a hold. Some discussion for Iris. Coach Fisher still on the field, giving the latest advice to her team. Allison Fisher has been coaching with Jamie Hoover, true legend of the Ultimate Canadian scene. Jamie Hoover having played with most of his career with Ottawa and Toronto. Now moved to Montreal, acting as a very well appreciated coach. Liu with a short pull. Going long right off the bat. Floaty disc, but it's out of reach. The wind seemed to have picked up the course of the disc. Iris, une passe qui a été pas mise hors de portée, qui atterrit profondément dans la zone Iris, et c'est Éloire avec un principe, on tente d'isoler le chasseur à l'intérieur et réussit très bien. Elle aussi une représentante des équipes Canada au cours des dernières années. Quel talent, la famille Le Chasseur, la Ville de Québec. Le Chasseur! Avec une bombe longue, mais oh, ça termine à l'extérieur et ça a sorti très, très tôt hors du terrain. Alors, Traffic aura l'opportunité de reprendre à même la zone rouge, même, je crois, une dizaine de verges de la zone de points. So I was just saying, Maëlys Le Chasseur, she's one of the usual suspects on Team Canada's rosters. She is amazingly talented. She's the oldest of 4 girls in the Le Chasseur family. And they're all practicing ultimate. So another thing I'm sure their mom and dad are very proud of. Iris, or should I say Traffic with the disc. Resets to Lynn. 12 yards away from the goal line. Nice flick, nice cut in by number 24, Sarah Norton, providing another display of her sets of talent. When she comes in, she is unstoppable. Traffic taking the first half point of score of 8-7, but it's far from being over. We are tied everywhere in regards of break points, so Iris will kick things off in the second half with on the offense, I should say. Alors, 8-7 en faveur des Britanno-Colombiennes. On profite de l'occasion juste pour souligner les commanditaires de ce championnat canadien. So we'll take just a minute to thank all our sponsors making this event such a huge success once again. So our sponsors, BE Ultimate. Also, this graph, we had nothing to play with if this graph wasn't there. Explore Edmonton also. The multi-sport tournament and recreation site of Edmonton Iverden Sports Park, where we are at right now. There's also quick seating. The City of Edmonton, the Remax, Red Thunder Media, Dave's Diesel Repair, Alti Photos, and also Alberta Film School. Also like to take this opportunity to thank the gazillion volunteers taking part in this event, providing time and effort, trying to stay warm in the cold weather. So thank you very much, and thanks also to Ultimate Canada. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the second half. On revient dans quelques instants pour cette deuxième mi-temps. À tout de suite.
I love working with the team towards a common goal.
For the camaraderie.
Camaraderie and playing with my teammates.
I play for my team.
Teamwork and the connections that I can build on and off field.
For the community and the exercise.
Because of the community and the competition.
I like playing Ultimate Frisbee for the competition.
I play for the competition and the fun.
For fun.
Because fun.
I love getting to work hard.
You get out of it what you put into it.
Leave everything out here.
Every time I step on the field, I want to be a better player.
You know, give something people to talk about.
Be happy but never satisfied. To step away from real life and focus on Frisbee.
I play because I love Ultimate.
Find your drive.
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 De retour au parc Iverdent de Edmonton, Alberta, pour cette deuxième mi-temps de cette demi-finale division féminine qui oppose Iris, représentante de la province du Québec, contre Traffic, basé à Vancouver. So we are back for the second half of this women's semi-final featuring Iris from the province of Quebec versus Traffic from Vancouver. So these two programs have an amazing legacy. Traffic has been on not only on the Canadian scene but also in the North American scene. They have proven successful. And if I'm not mistaken, G, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the UBC program on the college division, have they won the USA Championship?
They did last year.
I don't know how many representatives there is from this UBC winning team on Traffic, but
I think there are a few for sure, but there's a big mix of players on here from new to Traffic and younger players to some of their veterans as well. but a lot from UBC, as a lot of them feed into this program and to the other Vancouver teams as well.
Just showed the depth of the Vancouver ultimate scene. And on Iris' side, that program celebrating their 10th anniversary this year has been led by Allison Fisher. Yes, Fish from Montreal, a legend, not in the making, a legend on the Canadian ultimate scene throughout Canada and throughout North America. And she is supported by Jamie Over, another legendary player now acting as a coach in this squad, doing an amazing job developing women's talent and leading them to the highest level of competition in the country, in North America, and in the world. Traffic with the disc for the pool. Iris en réception de service d'entrée de jeu dans cette deuxième mi-temps. On attend la confirmation. Les observateurs ont la main levée. On sera prêt d'un instant à l'autre pour le lancer d'engagement. C'est 8-7. On a inscrit un point bris, donc c'est l'égalité parfaite si Iris inscrit ce point en offensive. Un seul point bris de chaque côté. Démontrer vraiment les capacités offensives de ces deux formations et la résilience aussi lorsqu'elles perdent possession du disque. Avec une défensive de zone, de maraudage. Là, on a un lapin là, qui chassera la personne qui tient le disque. Et là, rapidement, on transitionne. Une défensive 1 pour 1. On avait du maraudage d'entrée de jeu pour fermer le premier jeu des Québécoises. Et là, on a rapidement transitionné une défensive 1 pour 1. Et là, c'est Vinet qui alimente Tristan. La latérale à Aymon rapidement enchaîne pour trouver Topard. Topard avec la passe. Oh, c'est un peu court! Mais c'est attrapé! Wow! Ça a été bloqué en partie. Et là, c'est le numéro 61, Alessia Vina, là, qui se laisse tomber pour sécuriser cet attrapé. Oh là 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 là! Wow! Excellent focus de la joueuse québécoise. Et l'adage qui dit qu'il faut attraper sa défensive, ah, ben, malheureusement, là, ça fait mal un peu à trafic. N'empêche, on est à égalité. 8-8 d'entrée de jeu dans cette deuxième mi-temps.
Great focus there, catch that. Woo!
Wow.
Make it exciting.
Gee.
Yeah. Well, this game was always going to be exciting from the get-go, and we are seeing these ladies just put it all out there. They got the D, and yet still in the air as it flutters, just rips it out and gets the point.
So, G,
yeah.
If I say, okay, I'm going to tell you an answer, and what's the question? So the answer is, I know. So the question is, catch your D's. So that's what traffic is telling me right now. We know it's here.
We know. Yeah, catch your D's.
Easier said than done. Sometimes
it is easier said than done.
Absolutely.
When you're going at 110 kilometers an hour running down the field, sometimes
I think we caught that speed. It was at 115.
It was pretty quick. It was pretty quick.
Very, very quick. Tamil avec le lancer d'engagement. Traffic in motion. We are tied at 8 in the beginning of this second half. Iris playing a one-to-one defense. Mason on the sideline. Holding it. Looking for a reset, but being shut down by Edouard. But nice backhand to Lynn. Again, offering herself as a target. Up the line by Mason with some bumping. No arms, no call. Mason. Great pivot, great bid by Edouard. Falling short. Lynn feeding Mason by herself. And Liu! Oh, but it was cut out on the line. Holding this lefty high release. Time is running out, but there is a pick call. Vertical stack by traffic. Try to isolate the player to Liu. Not sure what the stall is at, but my gut feeling is we're at least halfway there. Liu flicking it across the field, deep in Iris end zone. Number 78? Not sure what the number is, but nonetheless, traffic scoring their 9th point, and it's an offense hold. Freeland. Thank you. Number 19, Bryn Freeland. She kind of made herself forgotten deep in the end zone.
I don't think Norton knew she was there until Freeland. Freeland might have whispered something like, I got it.
Oh, you think?
I think so. She snuck in the back there. Unless Leo was looking for her the whole time.
Your ears and your sight are so much greater than mine. I didn't hear that whisper.
You're the only person that has ever said that to me.
Okay.
But thank you.
Maybe because I'm talking all the time. That's why I'm not hearing anything.
You're doing great, Etienne. Keep going.
It's all about the medication, Brie. Like, if I take my medication, I'm good. Otherwise, starting to bite people. But in the meantime, traffic with the disc ready to pull to Iris. Et là, on bataille fermement. C'est l'égalité partout en termes de points bris, en termes de pointage. Iris avec l'opportunité d'égaliser la marque. Encore une défensive de maraudage d'entrée de jeu appliquée par Traffic. Le temps de fermer le jeu initial des Québécoises. On met la maintien cette défensive de maraudage pour l'instant. Lionel avec le lancer en sous-coupe. C'est attrapé par la sœur. Là, qui va dire, ouais, ben attends, tu m'en dois une, là, la sœur. Reste à voir comment ça sera résolu entre-temps. Sanson en chasse! Suite à une passe de plus de 50 verges par Lionel là, qui court pour remercier Sanson d'avoir si bien chassé. Wow, quelle connexion de la numéro 38 versus Sanson, la numéro 30. Wow, encore une fois, un point court du côté d'Iris. That was a short point.
That was a short point. Traffic did a good job of holding their handlers and stopping some continuation throws. But if you're gonna let them shoot deep to Samson, likely she's gonna catch it. Likely.
In my wildest dream, G, I would like to see a matchup with Sanson and Norton on the field. That's a wild.
You should manifest that through the coaches.
Think so?
Yeah.
Let me whisper them.
Yeah.
My wildest dream. Who knows what's going to happen?
They went to the other side because they didn't want to hear us anymore.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
I couldn't stand hearing myself talking for an hour, 25 minutes, which is the time intended for this game. So we are an hour into it, 25 minutes remaining on the clock. Ce match est d'une durée d'1h25 et on a déjà 1 heure de jouer. Et c'est l'égalité parfaite jusqu'à maintenant, 9-9. Traffic avec l'initiative. Maintenant, Liu avec le disque au point de brique. Liu going long, backhand around the mark. It's floating. Mason is there catching it on the doorstep of the end zone, and quick dash to guess who? Norton! Of course, Norton. Unstoppable Norton machine. Traffic scoring their 10th point of the game. Taking, yes, again, a 1-point lead. Gee, Mason, Norton.
I think we said those names a few times.
I think 1,000 times.
Possibly.
Probably. But what an around long pass by Liu, going this around a mark, putting that 50-yard-ish long. I believe Liu was probably half a centimeter touching the line.
Yes.
But the observers were standing by.
She was pretty close. Mason was pretty close on that line over there. So
she was.
It was a great grab, but the disc I think just kind of dove in a little bit faster than maybe both anticipated, so it didn't sit for too long. But Norton got the point. Assist for Mason. I think we've seen it before.
When you have Norton as a receiver, you are automatically a better handler. But when you're a good handler, a top elite handler as Mason, I mean,
yeah,
what can go wrong? Iris. Tire de l'arrière par un petit point, mais c'est l'égalité parfaite jusqu'à maintenant. Les Lyonnais prennent charge de cette défensive de maraudage appliquée par Traffic. On a vu ça depuis déjà la deuxième mi-temps. Belle passe de la numéro 61, le Vinet, là. Encore une fois, les Lyonnais prennent contrôle. On alimente Topard à l'intérieur. On rentre dans la zone rouge. Passe flottante à Aymon, c'est attrapé à l'intérieur dans le coin. Petite passe! Aymon! Sanson! On attend la confirmation. Est-ce qu'il y a eu un appel peut-être de travel? Peut-être que Aymon est touché à la ligne lorsqu'elle a effectué. Et non, on confirme le point. Iris crée l'égalité. 10-10. On s'échange coup pour coup. C'est une bataille de tranchées auquel on assiste. Wow, quelle demi-finale cette division féminine. A changing punch for punches here. It's perfect everywhere. So we have a Mason-Norton combination, which we have been highlighting, I don't know, a gazillion times so far.
But we have to also highlight the other side. Because that one's big.
Aymon Sanson, you know, Norton, Mason.
Samson.
Sanson, you know. I feel there's a trend there. What a game are we witnessing? Édouard avec le lancer d'engagement. La fière représentante montréalaise, la fière représentante de Verdun. Aussi l'arrondissement dans le sud-ouest. On salue tous d'écouter le match actuellement. Ultimate Verdun, un superbe programme qui donne l'opportunité à beaucoup de jeunes, non seulement de pratiquer le sport, de découvrir leur sport, mais aussi à un bassin intéressant d'adolescents qui deviennent des entraîneurs. Et là, je crois qu'il y a eu, there was an offside call, but traffic to say, we're going to move it up. No worries. We got this. Liu, powering it long, layout grab, but oh, just a little too short. Zoo, or is it Roberts? Roberts. Unfortunately, just falling short. Great layout attempt, but Iris with a break opportunity. Zone defense by Traffic. Iris, D-line. Là, c'est Godert à Édouard qui doivent résoudre cette énigme de cette zone défensive. Trouve un temps, une solution. On bouge bien le disque. Édouard.
Nice layout bid. Oh, just a little short on that one there.
C'est Édouard qui a tenté l'attraper.
All right, if Traffic can get a hold here, this will be pretty. It'll be nice, smooth sailing for them. Mason with the disc. Mason up. Norton's battling it out.
Two players down.
Two
Was
players
that
down,
caught?
but that's still in her hands.
Yes.
It's still in her hands.
Wow!
What a grab.
Norton! I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. What else can we say? That was such a great battle over there. And
Virginie Côté chasing, put it a gazillion ton of pressure on Norton. Nonetheless, she lays out, grabs it. Was it with her left hand? I believe it was.
I thought it was right. I'm not too sure, but whatever she grabbed it with, it didn't matter. She grabbed it. What a bid.
Gee. She made me speechless.
Yeah, you're so speechless you were coughing over.
There you go.
It happens.
Losing my voice.
It's been a long week for you, Etienne. You've been here the whole time, and we thank you for your time.
It was fun, and fun again. Each single game we have the opportunity to comment on is such a privilege. So this semi-final, saying it's entertaining is a clear understatement. The finest women's ultimate is being played right here, right now. Film number 2, Ivor Dance Sports Park in Edmonton. Iris, en mouvement, en plein cœur du terrain. On alimente Christin. Christin cherche un soutien. Oh, c'est défendu. Et là, oh, il y a eu contact ici, là. Je crois que c'est Vinet là, qui semble ébranlé. Et là, il y a un appel de faute. Heureusement, les joueuses de trafic impliquées là, semblent correctes. Mais si je ne me trompe, c'est Vinet là, qui semble réellement ébranlé. Là, on a tout donné, on a plongé pour sauver ce disque. Il y a Christin aussi qui est toujours au sol, mais qui explique sa vision des faits. Les observateurs là, qui discutent, the observers are huddling to discuss what happened. But in the meantime, just wondering about Alessia Vinet. Être certain qu'elle est correcte, qu'elle semble vraiment ébranlée. Donc, pendant qu'on discute toujours là, de ce qui vient d'arriver. Et là, on confirme qu'il y a eu, on a fait appel aux observateurs et on confirme qu'il n'y a pas de faute. Il n'y a pas de faute, donc ça sera un revirement en faveur de Traffic. The fall is, it's not contested, but there's a no foul.
No foul called,
on
yes.
this one, so good news is that Vinet is now on her 2 own feet. Will she be calling an injury? No, she seems okay. Just wondering what the stall is at. Traffic in a great break position, nearing the break mark.
Are we sensing a break right now, Etienne?
Are we?
They're pretty
That would be
close.
an amazing timing for the Vancouver-based squad. Wagger going around. Baudroy, and that's denied. Chloé Aymon qui dit non. Encore une fois, la joueuse élite numéro 7 qui a un impact sur ce match. Topard avec le disque. Retient son geste, demande un tracé à l'intérieur. Oh, c'est bien anticipé. La numéro 33 n'avait pas de vitesse. Le numéro 70 était pleine vitesse. Maud de Roy from Traffic making the D. And oh, almost D by Lyonnais. Traffic moving upward. Edgel on the sideline. Feeding Jay, but it's miscued. Iris probably looking to calm things down. That has been a hectic last few seconds. Lyonnais. D'un Lyonnais à l'autre. Topard maintenant à l'intérieur. Il va alimenter Sanson. Catras qui pourrait s'offensive à l'intérieur. C'est maintenant Christin d'une seule main en hauteur. On menace du côté des Québécoises. Et maintenant Vinet. Elle semble avoir bien récupéré du dernier contact. Aymon! 2 mains à l'intérieur. Confirmé. Oh! Iris, qui a eu chaud sur la dernière possession, s'est battu fermement. Et devinez quoi? Encore une fois, c'est l'égalité dans cette demi-finale. Cette fois-ci, 11-11. On est à 1h10 de jeu. Ce match est prévu pour 1h25. So we are tied once again. G.
Once again, waiting for the break. But traffic is on hold, so if we're going to 15 and it goes the way it is,
Traffic
would have that advantage.
Slight advantage, yes, definitive advantage.
But Iris is just doing such a good job of just getting those back. They almost had a break there. Traffic almost did, and they got it back pretty quickly. It was just unfortunate. I think the one for Jay was a little too low, and just hit her ankles over there on that sideline. But this is a very close game. It's a nail biter.
It is.
It's what we want in the semis.
That's what you want.
In beautiful Edmonton.
I just saw assistant coach Jamie Hoover just walking in front of us. Jamie Hoover is the coolest, calmest guy there is out there. But I think I sense some kind of tension in his jaw.
Did you?
I think he's so engaged in this group of athletes, so engaged in this game. Jamie Hoover. Traffic right in the middle. Daisy Lynn, what a game is she having for Traffic. Right in the middle, who else then? Norton moving upward. Mason has a reset. What a connection do they have? But Mason, Mason miscuing Iris with a break opportunity. Éloire qui appelle un temps d'arrêt. Oh, le moment est important. We were just talking that traffic as the initiative because they scored the first point on offense. They started the game on offense, so if they're just exchanging point, well, it will be to traffic advantage. But
Exactly, but
Iris,
guess who just got the turn?
well, there you go. Iris
go.
just saying, we haven't given up.
We're not done
Nothing.
yet. We are not done
We are
yet.
not done. Very well said. Alors, Traffic là, qui a l'avantage parce qu'ils ont commencé le match en offensive et pour être à égalité au niveau des points bris. Donc, si on s'échange les points en offensive, bien, ça sera à l'avantage de Traffic si les choses continuent comme telles. De là, l'importance pour Iris d'inscrire un point bris. Et là, on vient de créer le revirement. Là, on est passé la mi-terrain du côté des Québécoises. On vient d'appeler un temps mort. Là, c'est la capitaine Éloire là, qui vient de l'appeler. Et c'est elle qui initiera la remise en jeu. On semble s'installer avec un stack vertical. On suspecte qu'on tentera d'isoler une joueuse en la personne de Le Chasseur qui reste franchement du côté droit. Et là, lorsqu'on a Le Chasseur comme cible, on est soudainement un meilleur passeur. C'est une cible de qualité, la numéro 31 de Iris. On connaît son côté athlétique et aussi son intensité sur le terrain. Le Chasseur qui attaque le tracé long. On retient la passe. C'est Maltais qui attrape ça, le 10 derrière elle. On garde bien la contrôle d'une seule main. Elle remet en soutien à la numéro 82, Florence Taze. C'est Le Chasseur qui se libère à l'intérieur. Défendu par Norton. Superbe confrontation entre les deux athlètes. Encore une fois, Taze avec le disque. Le long, Le Chasseur, c'est hors de portée. Taze qui manque. Ça passe en soutien. Norton est parti. Liu, la brasse est bloquée. Taze qui dit non. Ça reste ici. Ça va nous le passer, disque. Côté, c'est intercepté par Traffic. Reprendre possession du disque. Wow! Que d'action! Le numéro 22, Lynn, avec le disque. Milieu de terrain, on enchaîne bien du côté des Britanno-Colombiennes. Great moving upward by the BC squad. Nice bid by Edouard, but just short. Lynn still in control. Quarterbacking, feeding Beauchemin, still along the sideline. Flicking it to Mason! And it's a score by Traffic, taking back the lead by 1 point. We are an hour, 15 minutes into this semifinal. Gee, I don't know what to say. Help me here. I need to breathe.
Words. That was, those last few plays were just wild. A giant hand block to stop the Huck. You had Norton running deep on that one, and then the big block. Then on the other side, the disc just goes over Cote's head. This is a game.
It was like, what, 12 top 10 highlights?
Yeah. And the sideline here is screaming with me. Oh, I'm not screaming. I'm silently screaming. But this is exciting, and they're not stopping. And we're going down to the wire, so 11-12.
You see the coaching staff walking up and down.
Pacing now. They're pacing.
Pacing the field.
They're also not allowed in front of us, so that might be why. But they look pacey.
Traffic. Nice long pull. Repris par Sophie Lyonnais à Valérie. Défensive, encore une fois, de maraudage là, pour freiner le jeu de départ des Québécoises. Et jusqu'à maintenant, ben, ça porte ses fruits là, pour Traffic. Plein cœur du terrain, c'est Vinet qui s'offensive. Encore une fois, la défensive. En chasse, c'est Topard et Aymon. Aymon! Beau positionnement pour sécuriser cette attrapée. Sanson qui tente de s'ouvrir. Raymond retient son geste. Beaucoup de circulation devant elle. Remet avec la latérale à Lyonnais. Lyonnais retient son geste, elle aussi. S'agenouille et trouve Sanson qui gentiment accueille cette passe des deux mains en plein dans le panier. Iris crée une fois de plus l'égalité. 12-12. Gee, I'm stressed and I'm commentating.
I know.
I don't even play. I'm not coaching, but
I feel like as like people just watching, we're always going to be more stressed out.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm not stressed.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan right now.
Gee.
This is what you want to see. You want to see everybody just put it all out there. Great bids.
I feel like a kid in the team-based program, the hockey team-based program in front of Sidney Crosby. Like I was staring at them. Iris qui crée l'égalité une fois de plus. Traffic en réception de service. Tentant de la sécuriser. 1h18 minutes de jeu sur un match qui en a prévu 1h25. On est dans les derniers instants. Chaque point inscrit, chaque action, chaque revirement est capital à partir de ce moment-ci. Mason. Liu going long. Norton chasing it. But Côté. Nice positioning qui vient bloquer ce disque. Virginie Côté. Oh, quelle bataille, quelle résistance à l'offre à Norton cette fois-ci. Beau positionnement pour intercepter cette passe-là de Liu. Là, c'est Magdet. Iris en chasse pour le point bris. Godard là, qui bataille fermement contre Beauchemin. Ces deux-là se connaissent. Et là, il y a eu un appel, je crois, un appel de faute. Il y a eu une blessure plutôt. Et c'est Liu là, qui débarque du terrain en boitant. Liu. Ooh. She seems to suffer from her ankle. Hopefully, it's temporary. On the other side, also number 31, Maëlys Le Chasseur, qui profite de l'opportunité pour ajouter de la profondeur en offensive. Je crois que c'est Chloé Aymon qui a pris sa place. On s'assure que tout est en ordre. Les deux joueuses, le Godard et Beauchemin. Et voilà.
Injury was called in the middle with Liu, but there was also an injury called here.
Thanks for clarifying this one out, G. So, Godard qui a deux appels de blessure. Il y a eu Liu du côté de Traffic. Je crois que c'est le chasseur qui est débarqué aussi. Là, c'est Godard qui appelle une blessure. Et on enverra Valérie Lyonnais pour remettre le disque en jeu. On est en plein milieu du terrain. Iris qui menace avec l'opportunité d'inscrire un point bris. Et là, le vent qui se lève un peu. Iris qui aura le vent de face. Là. Le vent semble venir assez franchement du côté gauche de votre écran vers le côté droit. So the wind is picking up right now. Still, not slightly, but surely going from the left-hand side of your screen towards the right-hand side. Aymon, à l'intérieur, encore une fois, quel traceur de très, très haut calibre, la numéro 7. Lyonnais qui s'établit. Belle continuité, c'est Maltais, la très rapide Maltais qui s'offre en cible à l'intérieur. Et là, il y a eu un appel de faute. Je crois que c'est de l'obstruction. Pick call on Iris Player. Je crois que c'est Taze. Le défendrait, c'était Norton qui a été victime de ce côté en chasse du 10. Bien lu, attrapé d'une seule main. C'est maintenant Éloire. La carrière de cette ligne défensive est bon avec le lancer flic. Maltais qui met la pédale au plancher. Attrape ce disque pour un point bris pour les Québécoises. Inscrivent leur deuxième point bris. Prenant une avance de 13-12. On est en fin de match. Il reste moins de 5 minutes. Oh! What a pass by Cleo, but Malte just flooring the pedal to catch that disc. I just mentioned that she is so quick, and she displayed it in a very great way.
Yep. That was just some great movement by Iris there. Just moving that disc so quickly, just going for it, using their legs. And that's a break.
It's a break.
Here we
first
go.
break of the second half.
First break of the second half. We're going to 15, folks. So we're getting close. And time, oh boy.
3 minutes?
We have about 3 minutes left.
There's a timeout call. I'm not sure who called it. I suspect traffic did. Alors, Iris qui a inscrit un point bris capital en fin de match. Il reste environ 3 minutes. Les Québécoises qui remontent dans le temps. Là, ça fait très longtemps qu'ils ont inscrit un point bris. C'était le premier point du match dans les faits. Et du côté de Traffic, le seul point bris jusqu'à maintenant, ça a été leur 5e. Donc, Iris qui vient de prendre une option, mais là, si Traffic inscrit le point, bien, ça sera égalité et on va être en mode Universe. Et bien là, avoir demandé un aussi beau match, évidemment, on nous aurait trouvé très, très, très exigeant, mais là, vraiment, on est tellement gâtés par la performance de ces deux équipes. Et là, les deux sidelines là, qui s'activent, là, on veut encourager les 14 athlètes sur le terrain. There's some hand clapping, some cheering from both sides. Traffic needing to tie the game to 13 when they have time on their ends. And we might go to a universe point. Beauchemin catching that long pull by Quebec-based team, going downwind, Traffic going upwind. Liu to Beauchemin. Beauchemin still in their own goal line. Mason dishes it to Liu, holding it back. Maëlys, Le Chasseur biting, but setting her mark back. Now it's Lynn going around her mark, finding 15, Roberts, right in the middle, Mason, again, going upward, great disc movement by Traffic, but it's a miscue. Freeland was not able to catch that disc. Edouard, there's a call. So waiting to see the output of the discussion. But it seems like the 19 was injured getting off the field. So Quebec, Iris swapping number 8, Morneau, for the very quick Chloé Aymon, qui vient en remplacement de la numéro 8. Il y a une blessure du côté de Traffic, là, c'est la numéro 19, pendant qu'on entend le son de la... qui signale là, que c'est le dernier point. Éloire qui prend charge de cette opportunité de bris. Oh, il y a beaucoup de circulation ici. Éloire avec la passon. Ça flash. Le chasseur en charge devant du but. Par le chasseur. Le chasseur qui l'attrape. Iris qui l'emporte. Après une passe de Éloire. Très tard dans le compte. Et là, c'est Mephisto qui se joint à la fête. On aura un doublé en finale féminine, un doublé québécois en finale féminine et en finale masculine. Iris qui remporte cette bataille de rangée tout à fait exceptionnelle. G. What an amazing game have we attended here, Iris, winning it on a point with a high stall.
We wanted a break at the end. We wanted a break. They gave it to us right at the last minute when the horn goes. And wow, what a way to end that game. That was a...
Looking at the score sheet, It's the only time that one lead has a 2-point lead
Exactly.
throughout the whole
Yes.
game.
This was point for point the whole way through. Both teams fought so hard. Traffic was in it the whole time. They held until the last 2 points.
Absolutely. Et là, vraiment, là, encore une fois, chapeau à l'équipe québécoise, le chasseur là, qui mène les festivités là, sur le banc de Iris. Donc, vraiment, une très, très belle performance. Et vous savez quoi? C'est loin de terminer. We're far from being done on those live streams. We have been really privileged to witness this amazing semi-final. Iris winning it and punching in their ticket to this 2025 Women's Final. Et c'est loin d'être terminé. On a encore 2 autres reportages aujourd'hui. On aura une autre demi-finale. Je suspecte qu'on aura peut-être un match de la médaille de bronze. Je ne suis pas certain de l'horaire, mais c'est certain qu'il y aura 2 autres matchs. On conclura cette journée avec la finale de la division mix qui se rejouera aujourd'hui samedi, tandis que demain seront jouées les finales féminines et masculines. So we're far from being over. There is 2 more streams coming up your way on this beautiful Sunday, and our last stream of the day will feature the mixed final. We don't know exactly who will it feature, but nonetheless 2 more games today, while the women's and the men's final will be hosted tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thanks again to all the media team. You guys are just amazing. Thanks you, G, for sharing the mic. Merci à vous tous d'avoir été des nôtres. Un immense merci à l'équipe média qui font un travail tout à fait exceptionnel. Étienne et G est avec vous. On vous dit à très bientôt pour encore plus d'Ultimate. Allez dehors, lancez des 10, restez hydratés. Cheers.
Stage to keep possession alive.
Huge bid, gets the
It's a great
tie.
opportunity for the Germans, and they break it.
Did he throw it the full 80 yards to the field? Are you kidding me?
And an incredible catch.
You are kidding me.
Oh my God!
One of the plays of the year. Stage to keep possession alive.
Huge bid, gets the
It's a great
tie.
opportunity for the Germans, and they break it.
Did he throw it the full 80 yards to the field? Are you kidding me?
And an incredible catch.
You are kidding me.
Oh my God!
One of the plays of the year.